Hello, today we are playing American Truck Simulator. It is the last day, I believe? No, second to last day before the end of the Christmas event. And we are bringing a Christmas load somewhere. Kind of cool. Been a little while since I played American Truck Simulator, so I decided I would hop in and give it a whirl. I might start doing some ATS videos on this channel. It's a pretty cool, chill way to pass the time. Just pour a cup of coffee and maybe get a snack or whatever it might be and let the road go by. So what we're going to talk about today? Don't know. Didn't really have a plan. I was thinking about how we have so much stuff in our lives that we don't need. Like, I've spent a lot of time trying to minimalize to a point, and yet I still have stuff, a lot of extra stuff I probably don't need. That came to mind today because I had a hard drive problem on my computer. I have a secondary hard drive that I had been using for my extra Steam games, and it stopped working. And I know it stopped working before, and I was always able to fix it by checking the disk and fixing it using the Windows. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh boy. I guess that was a sharper turn than I realized. We took on a little bit of damage, but we avoided flipping over. That's the thing about it. American Truck Simulator looks super chill, super easy until you take a turn too quick, and then you wind up upside down and totally out of luck. So it's one of those things there where avoiding the obvious misfortune of turning your truck over on a turn is sometimes harder than you might realize. That and not cutting off a driver or running a red light or something. Like, some of these guys have pretty cool setups. Like, I just use the Logitech joystick. I actually had the wheel for like a PlayStation 4 wheel for this game when I started playing it, and I found that the wheel was kind of always in my way, and then I had to set it up, which was inconvenient because it's not like I play the game all the time. And then the wheel kind of stopped working quite right. It was getting finicky, and so I just thought, well, I have this joystick which is there for playing other games and flight sims and whatever else I might use a joystick for. So why not just use that for the American Truck Sim? And I found it actually is just as satisfying as using a cheap wheel. I did have the pedals, and that was kind of cool, but I was able to configure the joystick so it works just fine. And I would definitely recommend the cheap Logitech, what is it? Oh, I don't know. Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, that's what it is. Works pretty well for pretty much every game I've ever tried that uses a joystick. Very cool. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Steam games. So I had all these Steam games on this secondary hard drive, and then the hard drive stopped working right. So I messed with it for a while, and then I realized, okay, this ain't gonna work. So I don't know if that hard disk is just fried and done. Like, I know it's been finicky before, but now this time I just couldn't get it to work. So I unplugged the thing, took it out, and I thought, well, I'll probably get another new solid state drive for my backup. But then I thought, well, you know, I don't really even need that. Like, I have a decent size hard drive on my main C drive, so I just went through my Steam library and all my other games and all my extra stuff, and I just uninstalled everything that I don't use regularly, and then reinstalled all of the things that I do use regularly back onto my C drive. And I went from like 2 terabytes worth of stuff down to 200 or 300 gigabytes tops. And turns out there's maybe there's somewhere between 4 and 10 games that I actually want to have installed that I really would legitimately use. And then all the other games are those ones that I installed and then played for a few minutes and then thought, nah, I'll get around to this some other time. Never really played them. And it's kind of amazing, though, how much we wind up just being really wasteful, I guess. It's the same thing with your garage. You put all your stuff out there, and everything is something you're going to keep for later on. And it's like, well, I wouldn't want to get rid of that, And then next thing you know, you got 2-car garage, and it's jammed full of crap you don't need, and your car is sitting outside rusting in the rain because you can't part with any of your stuff, and you can't stop getting more. It's kind of silly, but it's true. And realize, no, I don't really need to go get another hard drive. I just need to stop installing all kinds of crazy stuff that I don't even use. And then if I want to switch games, it's super easy to uninstall a game locally and then install the one that I want to start playing, if I finish up something. And then that kind of segues right into that other issue of you finish something, you exhaust your runway on one project before you jump into another one. I was thinking about Stellaris lately because I don't know why. I guess I was thinking about MMOs, and then I was thinking about EVE Online, spaceship kind of a game. And then I was thinking, well, hey, I have Stellaris installed, and that seemed like a pretty cool game. And I'd like to give it a whirl because I already have it. And then I went into the workshop and I realized, well, there's actually $100 worth of DLC that's been added to this game since the first time I installed it. I would say 4 years ago or something. And so then I was thinking, I should buy all that DLC and get this game current. But then I was like, well, wait, I got, I'm playing Anno 1800. I'm not done with that. I have builds in Cities Skylines. I'm not done with that. I got Transport Fever. That's a game I want to try. I haven't done it yet, really. There's a lot of different games I have that I haven't actually played yet. I got Surviving Mars, which is a cool game that I want to play. So, then I was thinking to myself, well, put on the brakes, finish the games that you got, and then install something new. That's perfectly fine. I'll probably give Stellaris a try and dive into it, but not until I finish some of my other projects, because, I don't need to have 3 or 4 or 5 colony builder, base builder kind of games that I'm playing all at the same time. And it's just, sometimes it's hard to let go of stuff, I guess the desire of things is a cool experience. And sometimes that's our downfall. Because we're more enamored of the wanting of a thing than we are the having of it. So once we have it, we don't care anymore. Because we wanted it. We wanted the experience of having it. But we didn't really want to commit to it once we got it. And that's a really bad trait. Certainly bad in a relationship. But it's bad in all of the other little ways that it manifests itself in our lives. Where we're always shifting from one thing to another thing, but we never can really give any complete focus to any one thing enough to really get traction and really produce satisfying results. it's really, it's kind of like you have to treat a hobby a little bit like a job if you want to have fun with it, because you do need to stick with something if you're going to get results. Oh dear, that's a red light violation. See, I'm not doing so very good here. I just almost tipped over back on the freeway, and then I pulled out into the middle of the intersection and I get a speeding ticket. I suppose I could just go and call it a day because I've already broke the law, but we'll wait for that light to turn green. Yeah, these guys are going. Some of this stuff would probably be a little bit easier if I was playing with more than one screen and like the head tracking software and stuff, which is cool. I may do that at some point. I do enjoy American Truck Sim. It's a pretty cool game. It's really chill. And it is a game I intend to keep on playing. Some games like this, though, there's not really any purpose to it other than the experience itself. Like it's not like you have a save file and your goal is to achieve some particular objective. It really doesn't matter. It's just to have that experience kind of driving down the road somewhere in the western United States with your cup of coffee in your hand and listening to the sound of raindrops on the window. That's really all it is. I like this kind of a game a lot more than something like Need for Speed or something, where it's a racing game or something. The only other first-person game that I play, which is, I guess maybe it's a little bit not quite first-person, but it kind of is, would be World of Warships. And that is a cool game. By the way, World of Warships, I'll say, is the only free-to-play game that really is legit free-to-play. Like, every time you sign in, no matter what, whether you paid money or not into that game, you're going to have an ad-free experience. You're going to jump in and you're going to be put into a real multiplayer match with other people who you have a fair shot to compete with, which is pretty cool because most free-to-play games are really totally a scam, meant to just juice your wallet, and there's absolutely no reason why you'd want to play them if you are a rational person who does not want to be taken advantage of. World of Warships, though, is not that way. It really is kind of a good game for people who like World War II era ship fights. All right, well, we got to where we're going. Let's see where we need to go. Okay, so we're going to go up over there and then drop off our load in the back. So, let's see, can we go around that side? I don't know. Let's see here. See, this is going to be a little tricky. I think we're going to have to back up. Hopefully no one's in the road. That's alright. See, if this was real life, drivers would be totally unhappy about what we're doing here, but I think we're gonna be alright. It's a nice looking truck there. I wonder what kind of a place this is. It's like an auto zone. See, oh no. Okay. Now we don't have a lot of clearance in the back either. Sometimes the key to successfully delivering a trailer is just to take it real slow and not try to rush it. Because it's a lot easier to just not make the mistake to begin with. Alright, so we'll go to this top-down view, probably the easiest way. And that's where we need to go. Which is going to be a real tight fit there, and we should have probably went around the other way. but I think we can do this. So we have the advantage of a top-down view to give us aid. Well, I don't know. This is not a job to be proud of. Like, if this was real life and somebody was watching us do what we're doing here, this would be pretty shameful and embarrassing. However, it's all right. You just have to kind of shimmy the trailer around, so hopefully it's facing the right direction. Let's see here. That's not gonna work, is it? Yep. See, are we gonna hit that other trailer? Oh, I got a little bit of clearance there. I don't know if this is gonna. Okay. I wonder if we can turn around here without jackknifing this truck. Oh. All right. Well, we cleared those containers there. Yeah, we might be able to do this. All right. Yeah, not super respectable, but you know what? We're gonna make this work. We should have just went around the other side to begin with. That's why. Because if we would have went around the other side, then this wouldn't have been a problem. Okay. Oops, we hit the concrete wall there and put a dent in the trailer. Now we hit the wall again. Yeah. Try to get it a little more straight, just so I feel a little better about myself. That's not good at all. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I guess I'm not ready for my CDL yet. There we go. Well, we got it there. We got it to the dock. Now, how we got it there was not super respectable, but it looks about right now. So, there we have it. A Christmas delivery. One of the last Christmas deliveries before the event ends on January 15th. Didn't even know it was actually still going. And because the game's kind of lenient, we get a excellent job rating here. We'll take it. All right. Well, anyway, this is American Truck Simulator. Just driving around having a little bit of fun. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye now.